Love Paris and Scootaloo by myself. Chapter 4. You must remember this. A kiss is just a kiss. Yeah, I'm into old movies, so shut up. Scootaloo passed away in her fears. She looked up at the opposing figure of Rainbow Dash. And she heard her way to the front door of her house. No, Daffy, that was just a joke. A little laugh. She then gave a fearful chuckle as her hind hoof touched the threshold behind her. Quickly, she glanced over at the drop-off from the cloud house to the ground below. Oh, I knew it was a joke. That's why I want to hear what you said again. That way we can both have a good laugh, Dash replied, an evil smirk on her face. Scootaloo called as he said, You're the best dad ever? She then backed away a few more feet out the door. There now, see, Scoots? That wasn't so bad, was it? Now cut to your big sister, so we can both have a good long laugh about this, Dash said, emitting a low growl coming from her lips as she walked slowly towards the little filly. A high-pitched squeak of fear, the small Pegasus leaped from the porch of the house and glided down to her waiting scooter. Taking hold of both handlebars of the vehicle, she began to buzz her small wings to help propel herself away from her caretaker as fast as she could. She drove her small vehicle as fast as she could, leaving behind a small trail of dust. She took a glance behind her to see if Dash was on her. A smile came to her as she saw that Dash was nowhere in sight, turned her head towards to face forward. Leaf was short-lived, however, as he saw in front of her a blue body flying backwards. I am fast your scooter, right? I was kind of hoping you weren't! Scootaloo says he was scooped up by a pair of silent hooves, forced to the ground, and tickled a raspberry. Yeah. What am I? Am I a girl? Yes! Scoot squealed. And what am I best at? Dash to continue her assault. Scootaloo looked at her big sister, trying to find a way out of the assault. Damn, big sister, she panted from the laughter, and she looked up at the magenta eyes of her guardian. And a mom? She quickly threw 4 legs around Rainbow Dash's neck to give her a big hug. Hey, don't you forget it, Dash said as she hugged her sister back, rubbing her side hooves through the purple mane. Yeah, I've done the breast off, so see you later. Okay, bye, Dash, Scootaloo said as she watched Rainbow Dash take off in a blue streak, and they got back on her scooter, driving back to her clubhouse. Okay, so we can write day off 1 is a bust, Scootaloo said, wearing an army helmet with a few stars pinned to it, as we crossed the first selection off the list. However, this still leaves plenty of room for other dates on our list. Let's bring us to date 2. Have Dash step in between 2 jerks that want to force players' ideas. Sleepybell here will discuss the plan, Scootaloo said as he hopped off the podium and allowed the white unicorn to step up to the podium to bring out a huge pointer to hit the blackboard. Okay, now, we're positive this will work because it has a high ratio of success in all these books, Sleepybell says. He pointed to the first picture of 2 stallions. First, we'll have 2 stallions to head to a nightclub with us. At the same time, Fluttershy and Jess will be there as well. Everyone raised their health. Wait, I'm going to be sure that Rainbow and Fluttershy will be there too. We can't treat them well enough this time. They'll see right through. Ah, that's what I decided to do today, Scootaloo says. He pulled out fire. Today, Finals headlining a new dance club. No entry fee. And they are offering some new drinks on the side. Des said earlier she was thinking about taking it out tonight. Fluttershy. She paused, allowing Sleepybell to continue. I'm going to go convince Angel to wear Fluttershy to the club and make her enter. Once he does, then I'll... Sleepybell hit a pointer and fixed her in Apple Bloom, talking to 2 stallions. Go to Apple Bloom to grab 2 stallions to head to the club. After that, they'll go to Fluttershy and dance with them. Of course, she'll politely say no. Sleepybell hit on another picture of Fluttershy being pulled by 2 big stallions, with an angry Rainbow Dash looking on. The 2 stallions were getting to get a little rough with her, trying to force her to dance. Rainbow Dash let it see us and race to her rescue, Sleepybell said, tapping her another picture of Dash leaping between the 2 raging stallions, punching her both in the face. Another picture, this of a happy Fluttershy with hearts in her eyes, as Dash says triumphant over her fallen foes. As I said before, there are some cliches I can't stand. This is one of those. A woman is not a prize to be won. You hear me, Megan? Then Dash will take Fluttershy's hooves. The pointer hit a picture of Dash, holding a crying Fluttershy's hooves. Looking deeply in her eyes, he go, Hey, pretty lady, want a real dance? Fire Shackleton saying, yes! With so much passion, they'll begin to dance the night away, falling deeper and deeper into the raft. So you finished with a twirl, thrusting her hoof up as she danced with herself. I don't know about this, girls, Evelyn said, looking at the chalkboard. And let me so sure nothing will go wrong with this plan. Nothing will go wrong, Apple Bloom. Trust me, this thing will be foolproof. You people do remember that there's a comedy tag above your screen, right? Scootaloo responded with a confident smirk on her face. Years ago, in the cloudy city of Chaosdale, two fillies sat in a cloud. One was a cyan blue Pegasus with a bruise on her face, while the other was a yellow Pegasus with a pink mane. The yellow Pegasus was beginning to treat the rainbow filly's bruise with a cold compress. Rainbow, you didn't need to fight those bullies for me. I'm not. Young Fluttershy was interrupted by Rainbow's voice. I know that, but I wanted to do it. They need to know that those who are smarter than them don't deserve to be picked on. Dad said with a bit of gruffness in her voice. Turning her head, she looked at her friend. Look, if you ever bother you again, it couldn't be so I'll handle it. Rainbow, I couldn't. You're already picked on by so much by them. I don't deserve it. I wouldn't ask you to come on like that. Fluttershy says he felt Dad's put a hoof onto her yellow shoulder and hugged her. Don't talk like that. Of course you deserve it. No pony should be hurt like you are. And I can take everything they throw at you, a lot more. Trust me, there's nothing they can do to me that'll bring me down. Dad said, a confident smile on her face. I'll always be there for my friends. Always. Years pass, and the little Pegasus filly is now a strong adult, standing next to an orange Pegasus, drinking his cider while a small orange filly gets ready for the day. Rainbow Dash, I can't thank you enough for being Scootaloo's big sister. It meant so much to her, and to me. Sunny said, soft smile on her face. Hey, it's what I do, Rainbow Dash said, looking her mane back confidently. I'll always be there for the little girl. No, I don't think you realize what it's been like with you for her. So their spirits up. Made her want to do more. Spay her more lively. She had sighed as she looked at her behind her to the upstairs. I work so hard, trying to make sure she's cared for and loved, but I never find any time for her. I'm afraid I'm not doing enough for her. Daz reached over, put a sign hoof to Sunny's shoulder. Hey, you've been doing a terrific job with her. Just awesome. I'm just the girl who gives her a push in the right direction and helps you keep her safe. Sunny Pegasus to put her forehead against Sunny's smile. Besides, you're her mother. That makes you a part of my family, too. And I'm always there for family. Dad said out loud. She rested her back on her cloud, looking up at the blue sky. Her mind began to drift along the cloud that she was on. She began to think about the year she had spent as her adoptive sister, Mom, Dad. Dad chuckled at the last comment, as he remembered earlier that morning, when she made Scootaloo afraid for saying that to her. However, it was true. She did have plenty of moments where she was more like a father than a mother. Then again, she had a lot more moments where she was very maternal, caring, and loving to the little orange filly she had taken under her wing. She couldn't help but smile at the memories of the times she held a trophy above the heads of the other kids at Scoot School, high hoping her because she passed a tough test, or hugged her after a bad day. I hope I've been doing a good job as you did, Sonny. Dad started a little cloud to look down at the dance club below her, as it was floating. She remembered that the flyers he was reading earlier announcing DJ Pone 3 headlining it for the first step week. And out of it, they were waiving the entry fee to dance there. She turned her head back to look at her home in the distance. She remembered Scootaloo said she was going to be sleeping over at Appleblue's house that night. She just finished all of her duties. Was left her with nothing to do for the rest of the evening. Don't want to sit that place out for a while anyway, Dad says. She walked to get to her cloud, looking down where the building was. She took a few steps away from the edge of the cloud and ran to jump off. She fell towards the cloud with high speeds. Rainbow kept her wings to her bike to keep herself from free falling to the ground. Closing her eyes, she felt the winds blowing by her multicolored rain, bright blue wings at high speeds, crashing by her well-toned body. Pushing her hose against the crashing winds before her, she thrusted the two of them out before her muzzle to aid in cutting through the wind. In her head, she began to count down the seconds before she wound up hitting crashing the ground below. And on the last count, Seconds before she could hit the ground, she opened her eyes with a look of determination. Spreading her legs wide, she used the forward momentum of the air, gliding her body to the front door of the club. Once inside, she did a small somersault, landing next to the dance floor, her hose up in the air before taking a small bow. Smirking, she went to a nearby table to order a small drink. Outside the dance club, two mayors sat behind a bus in front of the door. Tell me why we're doing this, Rarity, Applejack asked as she looked at Rarity. Because, darling, Rarity says he wants the door with a pair of binoculars. I overheard Cinderella that Cece had plans to head to the dance club tonight. That could mean she is heading there with her new cult friend. You know she has a cult friend, Hale? Applejack asked. I just know, Applejack. I just know. She has several hints she's been living around that she has one, and I, as her beloved big sister, must see this cult for myself, and see if she's something of my sweet little sister, and not some callous fiend hoping to steal her innocence, Reddy said, looking over her shoulder at Applejack. And if he is some ruffian, then I will deny him ever seeing my sister again, and then she will say that I have no right to part in her affairs. I will then continue to deny her love. At which point, she will see him in secret, finding ways to continue their horrid love affair, Reddy said with a bit of flair of voice to see soon. Oh, and then I will find out about the secret forbidden love affair in a few years from now, when they have been together for a long time. I will see them in bed together, and I will argue with her about keeping the arrangement. We will have a huge fight that will lead her to running away with him in the throes of a bridal passion, just to keep their love alive. Both for their forbidden love and their unborn child! The white unicorn wiped a tear from her eye. It would be so romantic. Elsa could only roll her eyes and said it's a story. But then, something caught her eye. Hey, is that Fluttershy? She asked, pointing to an orange soap and a yellow Pegasus. Verity floated up her binoculars to get a good look. Oh, yes, it is. Wonder why she is here. It's not like her to come to a loud place like this in her bus. Then she saw a little white rabbit running ahead of the yellow Pegasus. Ah, that's the reason. She's chasing Asian. Now he's stopping in front of the door, pointing to it, asking her to go in. She's shaking her head no. He's nodding. And now he's going behind her and pushing her in. The white unicorn lowered her binoculars and raised an eyebrow. What is up with that? And wait! There she is! And she is! Randy's eyes opened in horror as she saw the little unicorn walking in the club with an older blue Pegasus stallion with a book queuing mark. Walking in there with a stallion towards her age! I will not stand for this! Well there, Rarity! Applejack yelled as he pulled Rarity back down to the bush. Then see Apple Bloom walking in with an orange stallion with a brown mane. Are you sure you ain't looking at the flags here? Well, there's a perfectly reasonable... there's a good reason for all this. Reasonable? I fail to see any good reason as to why my Mississippi Belle would be walking into a dance club with an unknown stallion, other than he wants to steal her innocence away. He's probably corrupting her into as we speak. Come on, Applejack! We'll save my sister from being taken! As he grabbed Applejack's mane with her magic, and pulled her into the dance club before the latter could object. Okay, storyteller, you got a plan? Sleepbell asked as he sat at the table, walking to the wild stallion. Story turned to him behind him and nodded to timid Fluttershy. I'm to walk over there and ask her if she wants to go dance. Exactly. Now go, Slee said, pointing her white hoof to the hiding mare. 9. The stallion flapped his wings and walked to the yellow Pegasus. Storyteller's my second pony soda. Before I started sticking with Legend Bringer. Smirking, he ran his hoof for his black mane. Hey, pretty mare. Want to dance? Oh, no, I couldn't possibly think of dancing here, Fluttershy said, hiding behind one eye behind her mane. Well, okay then, Story said as he walked back to Sleepbell. Men who are listening to this is what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to force yourself on anybody. You got that? Good. And now, for the rest of the story. White Unicorn faced us at the Sprosty game. What in the name of Celestial is that? Well, he told me to ask her to dance, and she said no, so I agreed and respected her decision. Story said. Again, the filly face up. You weren't supposed to do that! You were supposed to go to her and ask her to dance. And then when she says no, you get a little love and force her to dance. Story rubbed the back of his head. But I don't want to hurt her. You won't! It'll be just enough to scare her while Rainbow Dash comes in to see her! So he said, pointing to Rainbow Dash, who had taken notice of Fluttershy. So, I'm the decoy? Story asked. Yeah, now go get her! So he said, thrusting her hooves in the air. Sighing over his head, Story slowly walked to Fluttershy. The reserve party walked behind her. Emma waited for a distance. You don't care, Will? You can do it! Fluttershy looked at his orange stallion as he walked closer. Um, excuse me. What do you want? Caramel put a frown and looked at her. Well, no, if you want to dance with me. I'm sorry, but I can't dance with you right now. I just want to find a place to sit down and think. Fluttershy said. Hey, I thought the guy asked you to dance. Sorry, said, putting her on shoulder. Yes, he did, and I said no. Fluttershy said, oh, well then, come on, Caramel. Sorry says he waited to hope the Caramel to follow him. The two stallions made their way back to Sweet Belle's table, where she and Apple Bloom looked at the stallions with cross expressions. Well, now, honey was late. You two were supposed to be a little more forceful than me, Apple Bloom said, looking at the two stallions. Caramel shrugged. Well, I thought she really didn't want to dance, so I decided to get a drink instead. No, you are supposed to grab her shoulder and say, what's the matter? You don't like dancing? The story's supposed to help you. The rainbow's supposed to come and sing for you too. Sweet Belle put a huff to her forehead. Oh, this is just an outrage! Yelled Rarity as she pushed aside the entire crowd of ponies and romantic and began to walk forcefully towards the table where Sweet Belle and Apple Bloom sat. Yeah, I love it! Sweet Belle's eyes opened in horror as she realized her own voice. Uh-oh. So big! Uh-oh, little missy! Rarity furrowed her brows. He looked angrily at the little white Billy. So, it's bad enough that you are thinking behind my back, but to do so while a stallion at least twice your age is a simply unforgivable! I cannot believe that my dear little sister would do something so undeserving of her, so scandalous, so repugnant, and so derogatory, deplorable as to take a fall the stallion. I cannot believe that you would degrade yourself like this. Story raised itself. Excuse me, but we weren't. I you! How dare you take a sweet and innocent little kitty out to a place like this where you could do who knows what to her and take away her innocence? You horrible monster! Rarity yelled, causing more than a few heads to turn around. Look at the scene as Applejack walked to the table. Where? You better quit. Even Poe is staring at us, and I think the bouncers are coming, and I'm a blue! Applejack asked as he looked down at her little sister. Then back up to Caramel. Caramel! So! I said, no, everybody, this is before I had Applejack in a relationship with Caramel and shipped him a lot. Just wanted to let you know that. Applejack yells. He puts down her head in anger. You decided you weren't getting in and decided to go younger and not go after little Phyllis! Caramel held up his hopes in utter terror. No! Lay it all! Luckless story. Applejack says he puts Caramel straight in the face, steady and flying. Now here, Leas! No pony. And out, boy! No pony corrupts my little sister! And the same goes for me! Randy says he stared down at the storyteller, backing him up. Excuse me, said Burly Pex, a very large green stallion with a ponytail mane. Was just kind of mind if you took it fast someone else. You're discovering the customers. We most certainly will not, Vanity said, looking at the bouncer with indignation. Me and my friend here will have fun with these ruffians here and now! The only thing that Rarity, Applejack, Sweet Belle, Storyteller, Caramel, and Apple Bloom remembered about the next few minutes were being picked up by two burly bouncers, carried to the front doors of the building, and thrown straight into a tree. The two unicorns sticking right into the bark as if they were two white darts with hair. Ow! moaned the Storyteller as he got up and walked away. That's it. I'm going back to the buck store. This is too rough for me. Coming, Caramel? Sir, as I remember where my legs are, Caramel says. He wobbled to and fro, right behind the blue Pegasus. Applejack, be a dear. I got you out! Rarity yelled as he tried to pull herself out of the tree. Sure like, Sugar Cube. Applejack looked at the two young fillies behind her. Then we can have a long discussion with two very tuned fillies. Everyone asleep and looked at each other, swallowed in fear. Meanwhile, up above, Scootaloo was watching for a tree faced with a sigh. Mark up another failure. Inside the dance club, Forsyth watched the scene play out before her, while Dash was sitting at the table across from her, laughing. Oh, I feel they'll be okay, Forsyth said. Dash took a deep breath and wiped a tear from her eye before taking a long drink of cider. They'll be fine. I think more than that to her AJ. Since you looked at you and Pegasus. So, why did you agree to dance with those guys? They looked nice, even if they were a little dorky. Well, the thing is, music is too loud and Forsyth's voice barely above a whisper. Dance. What's that? Fireside? I can't hear you with the music so loud, Death said. I can't dance. Fireside said, his voice is squeaking out. What? I can't dance. Fireside said, hiding behind her bangs, like only one eye to be sewn. You can't dance, really? Rainbow asked with disbelief. Well, not like they can't. I mostly slow dance. Des put down the drink and got out of her chair to walk to where the Fireside sat. No difference between boring dance and a fast dancing dance. She then extended a hand to Fireside. I'll show you. No, I could possibly, Fireside said as he tried years before looking into Rainbow Dash's eyes. Hey, if I can learn to love books, then you can learn how to dance, Dash said, pointing her over to Fireside before adding on a soft voice. Look at her with her blue eyes. Dance with me. I'd like to point out that this is an adaptation of a scene that would later show up in the Harmony of the Moon, well, that I had plans for, where I would have Dash convince Fireside to dance. Oh, still gotta figure out a way to put that scene in somewhere. Fireside looked at Rainbow and then to her side hoof before calmly nodding yes, accepting her friend's offer. Getting up from her table and following along with Dash, she walked to the dance floor. The other ponies were beginning to move along with the new dance. Frantically, she began to twist her head side to side in fear and nerves. She felt some ponies begin to bump and rub as they danced around her. Looking back, she saw Rainbow Dash calmly hitting her hoof against the ground in rhythm. Now, first thing to do is to get into a city rhythm and dance with the beat of the music, like this. Oh, YouTube took down the video that I had linked to this. I can't remember what I put in. Fireside went down her right forehoof and began to snap with the dance floor to it. The beat as he listened to the steady drumming rhythm from the speakers. Is this right? Now, you see, guys, unlike Mikan, who embeds these things, I usually use hyperlinks. You hear me, Rivers? Exactly. Now you're starting to get, Dash said. She stopped tapping over her hoof to the rhythm, twisted out her hoof. Now, I want you to follow my moves, just like when I was helping you fly. Here are my moves. Got it? Fireside nodded. Yes. Oh, and as a side note, guys, I can't dance either. She then thrusted her hoof out the rainbow and touched her extended foreleg with hers. The music around them began to increase in tempo, with the drums now mixed in, and the keyboard sound to keep the steady beat going. The two mares began to encircle one another as their legs stayed together, barely touching one another. Dash had a smile on her face as she pulled away from her friend for a few feet, and then began to sway slowly side to side, moving her forelegs and hind legs in a quickening rhythm. Fireside watched her forelegs carefully, making her own sway as she quickly stepped her host to the beat. Sometimes she would move back and forth along the beat, or even add a few sways that remained to the dance that was being created. With a few sudden steps of her host, Dash Rainbow got up close to Fireside, rubbed against her, letting them both feel the softness of each other's coats. Fireside paid back in emotion and kind, throwing around her partner in a circular pattern, occasionally brushing up against her friend's body. At times, she would even nuzzle Fireside's neck, taking in her scent, as well as looking at her spectral mane. Dash would do this as well, letting the softness of Fireside's coat and feel of her body warm up with her, keeping her pace going. You know, people, it would be at this point my little brother would say something about the Lysier meter increasing. But considering that this is a ship thing, of course the Lysier is going up! Being outside of server, it would be like the dance was planned out between the 2 days before they had even come to the club. This is not a case. This is a dance between that was two close friends that knew each other so well they could remain in sync without words. They just knew what the other was doing for their body movements and eyes alone. Dash grabbed her yellow friend's left forehoof and used some momentum to spin around her and face her. Dash pulled the timid Pegasus close to her, gave her a small kiss on the nose before stepping back and doing a mid-air somersault, landing back on the ground, stepping side to side. Fluttershy response, crouched down low, and did a few small steps back away from Dash, as her friend began to dance toward her with swaying confidence. The two then began to dance back and forth, as if Dash was a predator ready to latch onto her prey. Fluttershy then looked at the rainbow from her crouched position and stood up to her. Keep your eyes wide and focus on Dash as she stared down back at her up below. As she backed up, a spark came to Dash as she shifted back left to the right, throwing the yellow pieces just a little off balance. Then, grabbing Fluttershy's hoof of her own, Dash pulled Fluttershy to her and tipped her so she would be laying on the opposite hoof as the music came to the end. The two Pegasi stayed there in that position, sweat glistening off their bodies as they panted, looking into each other's eyes.
Why did you going to dance like that?
Fluttershy asked as he panted. See, guys, not only am I an expert at writing fight scenes, but I can also do some good dance scenes, too. I'm a stunt flyer. Being agile is part of the job, Dash said as he began to hear clapping. Fluttershy looked around nervously.
Dashie, you're staring at us.
Well, they need to know that he just watched two of the most awesome things in the world dance. Dash says he got Fluttershy to her host and smirked at each other. Well, I don't know about all of you awesome things and stallions, but I did announce a performance like that. Miles sit behind her players and united her horn across the disc. Think we need to cool down so we can rock some more. So get a nice little partner you feel like dancing with, get real close, because we'll be taking things mellow for a bit. Okay, that's it. I'm out of this one. Dash says she began to walk away, only to be stopped by Fluttershy's hoof.
You don't slow dance?
Fluttershy asked. Flutters, I don't do boring dances. It's just too whippy, Dash said.
Are you saying that because you never tried it?
Fluttershy asked, looking into Dash's magenta eyes. Well, Dash stammered for a bit before responding. Look, I don't do slow dances. That's another thing that I like to I'm deconstructing here. The idea that when it comes to dancing, every single character in a ship knows how to dance perfectly. There's a little more to it than that. Fluttershy looked calmly into Rainbow's eyes, said softly,
Dance with me.
Dash looked at how Rainbow and Fluttershy's mane rested on her face, giving a perfect frame of calm and gentleness. A sigh came from her lips as she took Fluttershy's hoof at hers. Alright, one dance to try it out, but only because it's you. Fluttershy smiled as she took Dash's hoof and placed it on her shoulder.
Now, just lay one off on my shoulder like that, and place your other on my side like you're giving me a hug.
Dash said as she told, like this? Did she watch Fluttershy give a low nod? His voice hung over the speakers. Okay, everybody, I think I found a good one. White Unicorn says he pulled out a record. It's a soft little song about two close friends falling in love. Yeah, I'm not being solo at all here. Could it be? Enjoy. As the soft rhythm of the music began, Fluttershy took the lead in the dance, moving softly on the floor with her hind hooves, feeling the soft sound of the music hitting her ears. Dash closed her eyes and began following alongside her friend, keeping a step with her hoof movements. As they danced along the floor of the club, Dash went like Casey, running her hoof along Fluttershy's shoulder, or through her pink mane as the music began to reach a higher pitch, but never drifting away from the soft, comforting tempo. Fluttershy, feeling the music and relaxing along with the closeness and warmth of Dash's touch, began to smile as she lowered her head to Dash's shoulder. Laying her chin west on his sign coat, Fluttershy took the chin to nuzzle her friend's neck. As he rested comfortably around Dash's neck, she let a small giggle as she felt the warm breath of air pass by her yellow ear. She didn't mind. She felt protected and safe in the legs of her best friend. Dash returned the favor in kind, running the hoof that was alongside Dash's coat, Fluttershy along her back. Slowly did Dash run her hoof along the yellow back, feeling the soft hairs of her coat, small ribs of her friend's wing. Softly, Dash laid her chin onto Fluttershy's shoulder and rested there. She did not mute any music, but the soft rhythm of the heartbeat instead. Breaking away from the embrace the two shared, Rainbow Dash took the hoof that was exploring her friend's back and placed it on the air shoulders she was resting on. Fluttershy watched this motion and followed in kind. The two looked into each other's eyes as they continued their slow dance along the floor, breathing ever so softly, their bodies in perfect rhythm. As the two began to move along the floor as if they were flying on the ground. As if the previous dance was a butterfly moving against the storm, And this was 2 leaves dancing in an autumn wind. I love metaphors. While they danced, people looked down to see how easy it was to follow her friend's movements, how calm it made them both of them. Tiki looked back up at Fluttershy. She smiled at her, and watched as her friend returned the smile. Leaning close to each other, the two rubbed against the terrace gently, before Dash gave a small kiss on the yellow nose of her friend. Fuzzy a little, the yellow Pegasus returned a soft kiss, smiling at the two to a Bluemare blessed. Quickly, Dash pulled her friend to tight embrace, and finished off the dance with her Terrier's legs.
Des, I think the song's over now,
Fluttershy said. I know, but I like it like this for right now, Dash said, smiling as the two stayed there for one moment. Finally pulling away, the two walked to the exit door.
Okay.
You're right. Dancing like that was kinda nuts. Turning to her friend, her face is raised to Fluttershy's home. Yellow Pegasus smiled.
Bet you like it. Never know until you try.
It sounds like I'll have to tell you that sometimes. Dash snarled faithfully does her friend, while a light green unicorn began to serenade her lady love, singing across to her with a soft song about two lovers and the meaning behind a kiss. First I let out a small chuckle from her lips as Dash said that, remembering how many new experiences he has had, thanks to her dear friend.
Thank you.
For what? Dash asked as he crossed over the bridge that led to Fluttershy's home.
For being there for me. Helping me open up.
Fluttershy said with a smile as he looked at Rainbow.
Even if it's scary or something I'm afraid of doing, you always find ways to let me join you. You always make me feel special.
Hey, you are special to me, Flutters. You're one of my oldest friends. I know deep down it's an awesome Pegasus waiting to be seen by the world. Dash said, walking a few feet ahead of Fluttershy, raising her hose high and grabbing a fire from a tree. Why do you think I get you into a thing like jousting or tornado duty? Because I want the world to see what I see when I see you. I saw it back when you scared that dragon, the great Pegasus. Dash had put the fire to Fluttershy's hair, and looked back at her with a smile as they made to Fluttershy's eyes. Even if they never see it, you're still one of my favorite things on the planet.
Your favorite?
Fluttershy asked as he opened the door slowly and looked back at Dash. Saw a smile on her lips behind her mane of pink. Yep.
Thank you, Dash. You're one of my favorite things, too.
Fluttershy says he looked back at Dash, straight into the magenta eyes. The two stood there at the doorstep for a few moments. Their eyes never leaving each other. Speaking air began to fade. Dash began to lean closer to Fluttershy, bringing her lips closer to hers. Fluttershy, closing her eyes, began to lean up to Rainbow Dash and brought her own lips closer to Dash's. Their lips finally came together as one. The two stood there for a few moments, danced together, small ones giving each other's mouth as they allowed the kiss to continue. Slowly, the two pulled away from their kiss and turned away, both blushing lightly. Well, I think I better get going now. Important things to do later. Dash said nervously as he frightened a few steps.
Me too.
Fluttershy said with a squeak as he quickly closed the door behind her. Turning around, Dash flew into a cloud that was near her house and looked up at the starry night. Oh, sweet merciful Luna! Why did I do that? I was just wanting to give her a quick kiss on the nose, not a full kiss on the lips! Grabbing a tuft of cloud, she threw it in the air. Don't know what came over me. I mean, it's not like I love her. That's just silly. It must have been a mistake. Yeah, that's it. A mistake. I was aiming for her nose, but I got her lips instead. We'll talk tomorrow about it, and remember, it was just a silly kiss between friends. Turning around to fly home, Dash said one lot of thought before to herself. Felt great, though.
Oh, Angel, you're just not going to believe what happened.
Fluttershy says he ran upstairs, past the white bunny who followed her up.
I just kissed Rainbow Dash on the lips.
Angel had a look on his face that said, Oh, really? And what are her intentions with you? Along with a touch of, Oh, sweet Elphara, I now owe that stupid turtle 50 pence! And everybody is shocked that I actually read Watership Down. Yes, I love that book!
I don't know what this means, Angel. Was it an accident? Was it on purpose? Or did I go wrong with it? Does it mean I love her? I know I care for her as a friend, but love? I just don't know, Angel. What do you think?
Fluttershy says he got into bed. White Rabbit began to make movements to try to say, Go and tell her that you love her as much as she loves you!
Right. It was an accident that happened because we were caught up in the moment and nothing more.
Fluttershy snuggled as she shoved into the bed.
I just sleep and forget this ever happened.
With that, she turned off the light and began to fall asleep. In a grassy knoll, Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash sat across from each other on a blanket. They looked at each other, their eyes meeting and never leaving, as Rainbow took Fluttershy's hose in hers. Fluttershy, there's something I need to say.
Yes, Dash.
Fluttershy, That was when she began to back away, fading, but not before laying a deep kiss on Fluttershy's lips. As she watched the blue pony disappear, Fluttershy tried to run towards her.
You what, Dash? You what?
She called out. Taking a few steps, the Pegasus got on her knees and began to sing. Now, originally in this fic, I had the lyrics of the song written up, but unfortunately, due to a little scare I had about copyrighted lyrics, I took them down, only to find out that fanfic only really gets on you if anybody reports it. So, and if they're not chaste enough. So, I get to put them in and start singing how I want to. So, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Does she love me? I wanna know. How can I tell if she loves me so?
Suddenly, Tinky Pie, Birdie, and Applejack appeared from the picnic basket, dressed in a sparkling pink, white, and orange dresses, respectively. Looking at her surprised Fluttershy, they began to sing as well. Is it in his eyes?
Oh no, you'll be deceived.
Is it in her sounds?
Oh no, he'll make believe. If you wanna know if he loves you so, it's in her kiss. That's what it is.
Oh yeah! Rainbow Dash sat on our carpet, dressed in a white prince outfit, looking back at Fluttershy, dressed in a hair girl outfit.
Oh yeah.
Or is it in her face?
Oh no, that's Sister Charms.
Is it in her warm embrace?
Oh no, that's Sister Arms. If you wanna know if he loves you so, it's in her kiss.
The scene now changes to Fluttershy, standing in a crowd in a boxing ring, while Rainbow stands triumphant over a black earth pony with boxing gloves. You Fluttershy! Dash called out.
Rainbow!
Fluttershy called out as he ran past the crowd to Dash. You Fluttershy! Dash called out with her boxing glove covered up in the air.
Rainbow!
Fluttershy called out as he made it to the ring and gave Rainbow Dash a big hug. You fellas! We did it, fellas! We did it!
That's what it is.
Oh, it's her kiss.
Oh, hug her, squeeze her tight. Find out what you wanna know.
The scene changes to several miles above the clouds, where Rainbow Dash is dressed in a blue suit with a giant R on her chest inside a red triangle. Flying with her in a blue evening gown is Fluttershy, being held up by her hoof. The two flew through the air as they held each other's hoofs, letting the clouds float below them. Fluttershy extended her hoof to let a bird land on and kissed it before sailing away. The two then wrapped each other up in a warm embrace.
If it's love, if it's really is, it's there in her kiss.
How about the way she acts?
Oh no, that's not the way. You're not listening to all I say. If you wanna know, here she loves you so. It's in her kiss.
The scene now shows Rainbow Dash flying past a defeated black dragon and up a tower where a sleeping firefly ground waits her. Lowering her head to the sleepy figure, Rainbow Dash gives her a deep kiss that awakens her.
Oh, it's in her kiss.
Dash drapes her hooves over Fluttershy's shoulders, making a clay pot with her as they share a deep kiss.
Oh, it's in her kiss. I love you, Dashy.
Fluttershy opened her eyes as she woke up from her dream.
Am I falling in love with my best friend?